So you're wondering, how can you have more vocabulary, and you think that you need more vocabulary when you're learning English. And what I would say to you, who's somebody who focuses on the speaking side, not on the learning English, is that how do you know that you need more vocabulary? Do you know how much you've got already? And what is your target? When are you going to feel good or okay about your English? Because I'm somebody who's got English as a first language, and I'm still learning new vocabulary every day. And there will never be a point where I know every single word in the English language. But that's not my sensitive spot. That's not the reason that I hold back. But I can understand that if you're learning English, that may feel like your sensitive weak spot, your Achilles heel as such, that when you know that you don't know all of the words. For me, there's no sensitivity. If I've forgotten a word, I just say, oh, what was that word again? You know, I don't have that self-conscious or that feeling of letting myself down. But I know, you know, in my second language I do, because I'm frustrated with myself. I'm thinking, I know this. I want to show the best of me. I want people to know that that I can speak some of another language. So, sorry, excuse me. So, the website I wanted to recommend to you is called testyourvocab.com. So www.testyourvocab, testyourvocab.com. Now this can be for people who've got English as a first language. I've done the test and it takes about 15 minutes, or it can be people with English as a second language. They give you a list of words and you just tick the ones that you know. So if I were you, I would tick it as honestly as possible. Like for me, there was words that I'd heard of, but I would never use because I don't really know what they mean. So I didn't tick those. And then they give you, I think there's about 4 million or so that have done the test. So loads of people have done the test. They've got loads of information. And then when they give you your results, they will estimate how many words you know. One little point here. You can keep choosing and swapping between websites that do this. I'm recommending you stick to one, because the whole point is that you're able to compare yourself then to me and also to yourself in the future. You want a starting point and you want to compare like with like. So, excuse me, just getting over coronavirus. Yes, that's completely thrown me now, I've said that. But yeah, testyourvocab.com. And when you get your results, they'll give you a little bit of a briefing about what they feel that number relates to. So, for example, they would say, if they've estimated you have over 3,000 words in English, they will say to you, you should be okay in most conversations, because 3,000 words tends to be that point. If you're just below 10,000, they will tell you that at the 10,000 point, to get over 10,000 words tends to be that you've lived in an English-speaking country or that you work in English. That's about, you know, so, and clearly there's, I don't know. I think the test tests up to about 40 or 45,000 words. But I was not at that. I'm a native English speaker and I was not at the limit of what the test tests for. And I would guess in English, if you look on the websites, if you Google it, some people say there's like 1 million words. But a language is a living, breathing thing, that there's new words coming and then old words dying, new words, old words. What you want to do is have a picture in your mind of where you are now, ideally where you want to be, and also to understand that there will be every time you have an English conversation, words that you don't know or that you're less familiar with. And to understand that that's exactly how I am as a native speaker too, is that there's always things I'm learning. The alternative is to make your world really small and that you don't do new things, you don't travel and you don't talk to new people, you don't learn new subjects. But if you are always learning and travelling and meeting new people, you will always find yourself in situations that you don't know all of the words. I think it's really, really important to feel a sense of progress. There's something called the progress principle. I'll probably talk about it on another video. But if you can see, rather than just chatting to people, if you can see how many words you know, give yourself a target of, oh, I'm going to boost that number up. And then you look back and you see you've made progress. That's going to help your confidence and that's going to help you with speaking. So, excuse me. And if there's anybody watching who has English as a first language, I found it fascinating. I found it really interesting, and it explained quite a lot about how I see myself as a speaker and also how other people view me as a speaker. But anyway, I don't want to give my number away. I'll probably do that on Facebook or something like that, because it's kind of a fun conversation to have when there's more than one of us just talking about it. But please, I think it's really helpful, and if you've got time, it's free. It's a 15-minute test, and it'll give you a number, and there you go. That's where you start from. Okay, so take care. Bye.